Not to be messy, but I'm not shocked by the whole New York statue thing, because literally anytime there's a beautiful black model, they shave her head. Like, they shave her fucking head. Maybe if she's like mixed or something, they might not shave her head, but if she's like African, if she's dark skinned, they shave her fucking head. And like, if you think I'm lying, like, go look it up. Like, they shave their heads every single time. Like, I don't know what's up with these agencies and these magazines. Like, they just, like, I swear they just don't want black women to be pretty. Like, be bad, like, be gorgeous, and yeah, and not with our heads shaved. Like, what the fuck?
Fat, black, and ugly in Times Square is wild. Like, they really.
The problem isn't that the statue is ugly. The problem is that when they make statues of white people, they don't put them in their house clothes. How is that not the first obvious thing that's wrong with the statue?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Where are the skinny, light-skinned, pretty black women with bust downs? Why do we have to be the first group of people to allow fat, undressed nicely, sloppy, no bra wearing black women, dark skin, represent us? Nobody else? Let's other different types of body types represent them. Why do we have to do the right thing? Why can't we be like white people? Why can't we limit ourselves and limit what beauty means like white people do? It's not like for the longest time, skinny, light-skinned women have been our representation for blackness this whole time in the media and in beauty space. When are we going to represent the black women with perky boobs and big butts and small waists? We don't already do that. And don't forget the long hair. Remember that some black women have long hair. We don't all have short, nappy hair.
There's this conditioning that runs so deep in the black community when it comes to perceived value. And I feel like people think it's okay to never unpack that, and that's the problem. That's a big part of the problem. And it's so deep. The conditioning is so deep that we not only internalize it, but we project it. Before I start the video today, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful. I'm so appreciative. Yeah, before I keep going about it, let's just get into the video. Today, I wanted to just bring up that new statue in New York City because I feel like it brings up a very important conversation about the fact that we are just not allowed to be average as black people, especially black women. And this has just been getting brought up over and over, I feel like. And it's just not clicking for a lot of people that this is not normal behavior. I feel like we're the only race, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that other races don't have these feelings too. I don't know. I don't exist in their communities, so I don't know. But from what I've seen, we're the only race to really act like this. And I'm not saying that the black experience is not unique. I completely recognize that, and I know that there are things that are going to affect us and be offensive to us that wouldn't be offensive to other races. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I feel like there are certain instances where it literally makes no sense. And, you know, you're welcome to your own opinion. You might feel like this statue is so offensive and they're trying to misrepresent black women as, quote, obese, unquote, because that's what a lot of people are saying, is that they're trying to represent black women as obese and as even ugly. Or I heard somebody say that they're trying to represent black women as having a pushback hairline because we wear so much lace. What are we talking about? I really would love to know, what the fuck are we talking about? Are we looking at the same statue? Because I saw it, and I kid you not, I saw absolutely nothing wrong. And it's insane because this really proves that a lot of us, we are the problem. A lot of us as black people, we are the problem. And we do this thing where we perpetuate the same things that we fight so hard for every day to not happen to us at the hands of other races. We'll do it to each other though. because people are saying, oh, well, y'all are saying that statue looks like our mama and da 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 da. Well, my mama don't look like that. But you know what people are trying to say?
I don't understand what's the problem. Y'all talking about her. She looked like your mother. She looked like your mother, your aunties, your cousins, your nieces. Any black woman in your family, she looked like me. I am very happy that she's there. She's 12 feet tall. She's very intimidating. When you walk by her, you just gotta respect her. You don't laugh at her. And the only person that should really be mad is a black woman. And we're not mad. They see us every single day when they go to work. They see us. She's us. And she's black. And she's tired. We are tired. You didn't think we was tired? That's art. If you cannot understand how artistic and creative that statue is, kick rocks. That's art. Black women are art. Whether she had an afro puff or a dress on with a push-up bra.
Watching some of y'all reactions towards this 12-foot black woman statue in the middle of Times Square lets me know that as a people, we have so much work to do. The way that y'all are so deeply steeped in misogynoir, fat phobia, texturism, I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was this bad. Like, this is actually appalling. Like, some of y'all should not be having your takes publicly. Truthfully, like, some of y'all actually have to do a lot of internal work, because for you to sit there and look at this woman and be like, this isn't the representation that we want. So if she was a slender, someone who didn't have braids in her hair and had a more, Eurocentric look, then she would be considered our form of representation. No, that's unrealistic. And quite frankly, we've seen it over and over and over and over again.
The statue is of a black woman that you would most likely pass by on a regular basis in New York City. That statue is actually very representative of the woman that you would see on the subway, the woman that you would see just walking down the street, the woman who would take your order, or the woman who would be your nurse or your doctor. And it's also, if you look into who this artist is and the type of work that they produce, it's always about the people that we would most likely overlook.
The problem isn't that the statue is ugly. The problem is that when they make statues of white people, they don't put them in their house clothes. How is that not the first obvious thing that's wrong with the statue?
You don't know what you're talking about. The thing is, yes, art is subjective and you have every right to your opinion, but your opinion is based on not doing any of the research towards that statue you're talking about. That statue was created by a black man named Thomas J. Price. In fact, he has another sculpture similar to that one called Reaching Out in London. And the reason why you see these black women in plain clothes is because he's trying to relay a message. In fact, in an interview, he explains that he wants his sculpture to be an opportunity for people to connect emotionally with an image of someone they might not have noticed before. You know how many times throughout the years black women are never listened to? And for black women to even have a chance to be seen, they have to reach a certain beauty standard for America to accept them. These statues convey what the everyday black woman looks like. Even the statue in Times Square, despite the hair, the statue kind of resembles Breonna Taylor. Shoot, even that statue looks like my mother. And if you actually take the time to look at his body of work, you can actually see he tries to capture the actual black beauty. So for anyone who's talking smack about that black woman statue, maybe you're the problem.
Not only did people take this image and make its meaning what it wasn't supposed to be, a representation of all black people, or a slap in the face because it's supposed to be such a huge political statement, and we're finally getting a black statue. Like, people made it seem like we're finally getting a statue of a black woman and she has to be fat and unkempt. This is gross. I saw one of those popular podcasts, I'm forgetting his name because he's irrelevant, but he has a he has a popular podcast, and I'll find the clip to play. He literally is like, there's a random fat black lady. It's not of Oprah. There's literally a beautiful statue of Oprah in New York City.
There's this statue. I think it's a 12-foot tall statue. But when I say it's a statue of a giant black lady, it's not even any black lady in particular. It's just a black lady. It's not Monique. It's not Oprah. It's just a random generic black lady.
There's a beautiful statue of Harriet Tubman in New York City. New York City has a lot of really dope statues of all types of people. I'm confused. Like, you guys are just spreading misinformation and also trying to like inflate something that it just doesn't make any sense. And then on top of that, the statue is temporary. So it's supposed to be on display till June 17th. What are you guys on about? I'm confused. And if you go check out Thomas J. Price's work, this is, like I said, this is his work. This is what he does. And if you guys want to see a slimmer black woman, he has an average slim black woman. If they had made her flat as a board, you guys would have been. Did y'all want her to have a BBL, a lace front, and lashes? You wanted her to have mink lashes and a bust down? Like, what did y'all want? And I'm gonna show you guys some of the comments if I haven't already. This video is like not scripted, so it might be a little bit all over the place. But some of these comments, I'm just like, bro, y'all are so weird. Like, there's this conditioning that runs so deep in the Black community when it comes to perceived value. And I feel like people think it's okay to never unpack that, and that's the problem. That's a big part of the problem. Like, a lot of us haven't unpacked the fact that we don't need to do certain things to be valuable. And I think that is literally the issue here. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do this to be valuable. You just are. And it's so deep. The conditioning is so deep that we not only internalize it, but we project it. Okay? This is constantly happening. We don't allow ourselves to be mediocre, and that's a huge problem. Like I said, we're basically perpetuating the same things we say that we hate. We want to just exist as Black people, but we see a Black person just existing. Oh, she can't represent me though. I want Beyonce to represent me. Excuse me? Like, I just recently saw that Rema music video. It's crazy. It's been recommended to me so much, and I love that song, but I never watched the video. And this video that I'm talking about is for the song Baby, Is It a Crime? Baby, Is It a Crime? I think that's what it's called, yeah. I'm like, this girl is so beautiful. So I'm thinking about using this sound, right? I go look it up on TikTok. I see that Rema has posted a clip of the video, and people are in the comments insulting this girl. First of all, this girl is nowhere near average. Let's not get it twisted. She's not even in the slightest bit average, but Black people are in there like, why is this the girl you chose, Rema? Why is this the girl you chose? And I feel like that plays a role in the way that we progress in society. But I don't know. Maybe I just be talking, right? Maybe I just be talking. Even with the Romeo and Juliet situation, y'all drag that girl. That statue literally looks like so many people. Like, I just don't understand. Like, are y'all good? Anyway, like this video if you enjoyed it. Yeah, please subscribe if you feel like it. And again, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you so much for commenting on the videos. Thank you to all my recent subscribers. Honestly, thank you to all of you and the people who have been defending me under the Exoticals videos. You guys are so sweet. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.